I get this question all the time. Should I pay off my debt or should I save and invest? That's what we're going to talk about today. Stick around because there's a lot of good thoughts and money mindset shifts that you need to have in order to build your wealth if you are carrying debt, which I don't know many people who aren't. So stick around until the end. I'm Dr. Amanda. Every week I bring videos to you to help you understand how to master your money mindset, up-level your energy, and align with wealth building so that you can have financial freedom. So if you like what you're getting here, subscribe to the channel, click on the thumbs up, and click on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Now let's talk about this. I had someone ask me this today. Should I pay off my debt or should I save and invest? And I want to give you money manifestation habits and investment tips so you can create passive income. And I'll tell you what the number one problem is here in this thinking. People are freaked out by debt. They go, oh my God, there's bad debt. Being in debt is horrible. I got to get out of debt as fast as I possibly can. And they think debt, 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 debt. So when you're doing that, what is your mind focused on? It's focused on the debt. You think it's focused on building your wealth because you go, I want to get out of debt. I want to get out of debt. I want to be financially free. But what your brain is focusing on is the debt, the debt, the debt. And you create what you focus on. Okay. So when you're in thinking about your debt, you're in lack and fear and scarcity thinking. And so you start to create more debt for yourself. Another issue here is that when you're in debt, you usually think, oh, I better pay off my debt before I start saving and investing. And most people never get out of debt. So let's say you have student loans or credit card debt or car loans or, whatever your version of debt is, maybe your mortgage on your house. You go, oh, I'll pay that off and then I'll start saving and investing. And most people never pay those things off. So then they never build the habit of saving and investing. And this is a huge mistake because you want to be signaling to the universe that you are responsible with money and that you want your money to appreciate, or you're committed to your money appreciating, because what you appreciate appreciates. And I love that word connected to money because we think about the word appreciation with money. You want to appreciate your money by being responsible with your money, and you want to start to shift your habits toward building wealth and stop freaking out about the debt. And there are different kinds of debt. Some debt, let's say you have a credit card and you go out into the world and you spend a whole bunch of money on complete nonsense and you're like, oh, I need another purse, I need another, set of golf clubs, whatever it is, when you already have some and you're not making the money that you could be making, and you're spending it filling the void of with consumerism because you're not fulfilled in life. That debt version of debt, get out of that habit. Every time you go to spend money, you want to be thinking, is this enhancing my life? Is this am I buying a material possession that's making my life better, or am I just filling a void? And if you're in debt and you're using credit cards to pay for something that you think will bring you joy, it's probably momentary joy. So that kind of debt is not debt that you want to be building. Okay? Debt that brings you income, debt that's an investment in yourself, is a different thing. And I'm not saying for most people, I don't say, go out and get in a whole bunch of debt. Yet there are versions of debt that can be empowering. I have student loan debt, and I put that in quotes because I don't love using the word debt. I have student loan investment in myself to create income, and I invested in my future by going into student loan debt. And in fact, I actually, when I was on food stamps and I was working 2 jobs and I was maxing out my student loans. I had 3 kids. I live in a very expensive place in Boulder, Colorado, and my rent was almost as much as my income from grad school, which wasn't very much income. So I maxed out my student loans, and I decided, okay, if I can invest a certain portion of that every month and get off of food stamps as fast as possible, I can start to accelerate my wealth, because I decided, okay, it isn't either or, like either I pay off my debt or I save and invest. Do both. Start getting in the habit of paying off your debt, get out of the habit of getting into more debt, the negative debt we're talking about, and get in the habit of saving and investing. You can do both, okay? So don't get stuck in this mindset that thinks, I'm going to pay off my debt and then I'm going to save and invest. Do both. Start paying down your debt and start getting in the habit of monthly saving and investing. So when I was in that situation, I actually took money even though I wasn't making a lot of money, I thought, okay, I got to start getting in the habit of saving and investing. And I created a money magnet account by putting $20 a month into a savings account. And I started to build that up. And every quarter I would increase it by 10%, and then again 10%, and then it just started to accelerate. Okay. And while I was doing this, I also decided I'm going to take out some of the money to invest, and I'm going to make money through my investing so that I can start to build a future of passive streams of income. And I educated myself on investing. You can learn how to invest. Anyone can learn how to invest. So in that first year of my investment, I made a 700% return because I read what I could. I watched videos. I learned how to be a good investor, and I didn't pay other people to do it because I didn't want to pay the fees. I read Tony Robbins' book, Money Master the Game, and he talks about when you have people managing your money, that you pay them a lot of fees, whether that makes money or not, you're going to pay those fees. So I learned everything I could, and I empowered myself to be a powerful, smart investor. I increased my money by 700%, and then I took that money and I reinvested it. And that money I have never touched. I don't take money out of it. I just keep reinvesting. So my investment account has gone from, I started with $2,500 to over $100,000, and it's growing, and it's going to grow massively in 2022 because I've made some really incredible investments. That all started with my mindset of not being afraid to go into debt that's going to make me money. I knew I could make more interest on the money than I was going to pay interest on the debt. Okay, so that's intelligent investing. Don't be taking out debt to go buy crap that's not bringing you long-term wealth. Don't do that to yourself. So get out of the habit of getting into stupid debt that's not really enhancing your life. Start paying that debt down, and then focus on building your wealth. So saving and investing. Get into the regular habit, set it up on autopilot, and start investing a certain percentage, at least 10% of your income every month, into a savings money magnet account. Don't call it an emergency money account because you don't want to create an emergency that takes up that money. It's a money magnet account where it keeps building and building and building. And what I did was I saved up 3 months of living money, and then I started putting other money into investments. And then as I scale up my lifestyle, I put more money into the money magnet account because 3 months is higher. My living expenses are higher now than they were when I was on food stamps. And so you just want to keep this plan going in this money magnet account. You're attracting money your way. You're in the habit of saving, and then get into the habit of investing. And investing is so much easier than you think. I'll put a link below this video for you to watch a crypto investment webinar. It's free. And you can learn one of the strategies I used to invest. I use all different kinds of strategies, and this is one of the most powerful ones I've found. Depending on where you're at in money, if you want to learn the plan, you got to have some money invested in there. So it's not going to be for everybody, but at least start learning everything you can. And if you can invest in the plan, do it. It's awesome. So the link will be below this video. I'll also put a link to Robinhood. You can start investing on your own in fractal shares. I'll put a couple of links that will help you start investing. And in the comments below, I want you to put hashtag save and invest, NFA save and invest, NFA save and invest. So no fucking around, save and invest. I want you to commit to building your wealth. Anyone can create passive streams of income over time. I'm only 3 years into building my wealth, and I'm telling you, I've gone from $2,500 to over $100,000. I'm actually net worth equal right now. Like I don't have debt that exceeds my assets, right? So I still leverage my money in very powerful ways. It all started with the habit of saving and investing, and while paying off my debts, right? So the debts are going down, the saving investment is going up, and that just turns into a snowball effect, and it just is exploding. And it's this really awesome exponential growth. That's what I want for you. All right, leave me questions, leave me comments. Put NFA Save and Invest in the hashtag so that I know that you're enjoying what you're learning here. And until next time, NFA Money Making High Fives.